Hello, my name's Umair, and the resource that I will be looking at today revolves around the video game industry as well as the technology industry. Um, in particular, smartphones, tablets, laptops we use every day. So let's go to the website here. It's going to be IGN.com. It's one of the largest entertainment websites that really exist today. I think there's like 54 million people visit the website. So, all right. So the site, as I stated earlier, is mostly going to be for video game related news. But as you can see, there's Stranger Things, so TV, movie, anime news, all kinds of different stuff, all relating to entertainment in general. They'll have reviews, previews, as well as just news regarding future things that are coming out. I don't actually check it as much as I used to. My past usage of this website was probably just a couple or a few visits every few hours because they'd be pretty good with actually keeping their website up to date with all the new news that gets posted like on Twitter or Facebook by all the developers and such. So my personal use for this site was mainly for video game related news. And I may now use it for movies and TV shows too, but mostly just to know about the new upcoming releases, get some insight on new games with the previews that they post, as well as tech deals too. That's another big thing. So they'll post a lot of deals on new tech that's coming out, or even like existing tech. I also like to keep it on tabs with all the best developers in the industry. My favorite ones, which would include like Retro Studios, Platinum Games, and among other ones. Now, it's not really this website isn't actually related to my own academic field, but which actually happens to be finance. But the thing is that video games have been in my life for so long now. It's pretty much since, I don't know, a few years after I was born, we got a Super Nintendo that me and my brother would always play Lion King on, and all the way till now, me having a PS4 with a ton of games that I don't even have time to play right now, but I have. But yeah, it's really become a huge part of my life, and then using the website every day really helped me with trying to keep up to date on everything, keep informed as well. So as I said earlier, I don't actually use it as much anymore. There's other websites I'd use, or my brother's actually really good at keeping up to date with stuff now, so he'll usually let me know if something big happens. The reason why I don't use it as much anymore is because I felt like the reviews would be pretty biased at times. So, like, here's one for Stranger Things Season 2. I'm not going to really go through it because it's full of spoilers, but let's say another game that was released with Super Mario Odyssey that just came out, it got a perfect 10. My problem is that a lot of Mario games get super high ratings on their site for no reason. Obviously, they're good games, but they really just give any Nintendo game that's like a AAA title a 10. But enough of what I think about the website. Let's check out some other features that this website has to offer. Alright, so the website itself has a lot of information that's done by a whole bunch of different editors that have been expanding over the past 7 to 8 years. The articles would include like previews of upcoming games, reviews of ones that just released, news pertaining to ones that might come out later, as well as like deals regarding PC parts, like this link right here. Actually, they have a daily deals thing that they do every single day that has like movie stuff, TV show stuff, anime stuff, uh, PC part deals in general, um, a lot of different things, even like Scott tissue paper for toilet paper. The information is actually updated pretty regularly as well. So like you could see this one's updated every single day. Just these articles, you could see they post a date and time for everything. 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 4 hours. So there's a lot of articles that get updated pretty frequently. As far as functionality goes, every single link you'll see on this website is going to be fully functional. The only time you might see some sort of break is if you go to some really old articles, but that's only when you need to do that, which is not very often. Any recent articles, past like 10 years, I'd say is all up to date and pretty good. All right, so the website does a very, very good job in keeping a steady audience of, people of all different races. I don't have the actual demographics of that, but they they make the functionality of their website better every single year that they've been around as well. So these tabs that you see on top here, like movies, TV, tech, esports especially, these were not around 7 or 8 years ago, mainly just for video games. But as time passed on, they kept getting better and better, probably bringing a lot more people to the website. So the intended audience that I found visiting the website most was the male population, mostly because they're the ones who are mainly attracted to tech and video games in general, which does not by any means undermine the female population that I'm sure visits the website a lot too. The information itself is very appropriate. The level of vocabulary that's used in the reviews, let's find one right here, is pretty high. Now, that also depends on who's writing it. Obviously, some editors are better than others with how they write with their grammar and vocabulary and sentence structure and whatever. But let's see, like one moment it's ultra serious, delivering a sickening dose of venomous racism, abuse, and cold-blooded cruelty. Um, they use very good language, and it appeals to me. Maybe not to some other people, but it definitely does appeal to me. So the authors of this website, IGN.com, they vary pretty differently for each category that they'll be reviewing, whether it be PC games, PS4 games, Xbox games, or the movies or TV shows. This one, Dan Stapleton, he's actually been here for so long. I think he's been here for about 10 years, if not more. And I mean, as you can see, this review is full of good information, well thought out grammar and vocabulary. Most of the editors would have some sort of degree, whether it be in like English or journalism for like the news related articles. They'll all have some sort of credibility. Maybe some of the newer ones might not, or they won't have as much experience. But a lot of the well-known older ones, such as like Jeff Keighley and Ryan McCaffrey, will have good credibility to their name. Some of the sponsors that are super well known, some of the more well known ones are Adidas, Mountain Dew, and even Red Bull. They have a ton more, which I mean, I can't even touch on all of them right now. There's also pretty good communication through these articles. The comment section in general, actually, some people will reply to that, and that's another way of, getting your thoughts across to the editors as well. The URL itself is just the .com one, so it's just a regular public use website, nothing too special. Now, I don't really want to interfere with how you might think of this website, but my own opinion, as I stated earlier, was that the reviews itself weren't that good. They're kind of biased. But the rest of the website in general, like the articles that you could see here, all these news articles, like this one's BioWare announces new Mass Effect novel, they're all fully accurate. They're all very credible. They'll get information from different sources, like the actual company themselves, or people tweeting information out, or blogs, like this one has noted right here. There's not, it doesn't actually say on the website that this info has been verified officially by any sort of higher company, but you can definitely find these similar articles of information from other websites like Polygon and NeoGAF. So I would say the website is pretty on point with having up-to-date and accurate information. The language that they use is, like I said before, top-notch vocabulary, very appealing to me because it seems like it's an intelligent person talking to you as well. The language or the words themselves is also very free of any sort of emotion. Just, straightforward information that people will come here to get very conveniently. All right. The general purpose of this website, as you could probably already tell, is just getting a lot of information. So entertaining people, informing them, and indirectly and sometimes directly persuading or pulling them away from certain games that might come out based on the reviews that are put out. The intentions of these editors are also very clear in the sense that they're almost always writing about um, you know, games and stuff. So it'd be a similar tone and style while keeping the audience entertained and interested in what's being discussed. The information itself is pretty split between opinionated and factual, so that would include the reviews versus the actual news articles or DL articles. The point of view is objective. They'll post factual stuff, not really what they believe is correct, I guess, so that, includes subjective feelings. So it's mostly going to be objective stuff. And as far as the politics and religion and all that stuff is concerned, they don't touch on that at all. They keep it a very civil and straightforward website with a clear focus in mind when posting all these articles. It should be appealing to most people. Some alternatives to this website would be actual real people, friends you would talk to. They'll let you know what's going on. Or other websites like NeoGAF are pretty accurate in providing factual information and stuff. Or even like my brother, who always lets me know when something big happens. It's just better than, to me, it's better than getting information from some large news company that's really competing for views and money in general, business. Society is very attached to getting to know the next big thing all the time and keeping up to date with everything that they do in their lives, especially since the arrival of social media like Facebook and Twitter. Basically, people are just, trying to find out what happens next. IGN really does a good job in filling up that gap because it allows people a convenient, simple way to access whatever they need, from PS4 games to movies that they like to watch to esports teams that they may like to follow. Their website has, like I said before, around 54 million users at a time, over time. With people liking all different categories of things. Considering that is online, it's super easy to access, there's no cost to it, and that just means that anybody who wants to go on the website can do just that. They can go here, read what they want to read, and really just, spend some time and get some more information on what they like. I believe it'll have a pretty widely positive impact on modern day society as well, since it really just gives people what they want at a convenient pace, convenient time right now, where your phone can bring up anything you need in a few touches on the screen. And it's also adapting very well with a changing landscape of technology and entertainment, and also just what people like to see on TV and movies and games. While time passes, everything gets more advanced, and they're doing a great job in keeping up with that.